coming in at number 47, our safety, Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde came to the Buffalo in 2017. Currently, still our safety. Two-time second-team All-Pro, 2017 and 2021. Pro Bowl selection in 2017. Started all 86 games he played for the Bills, including 7 playoff games. Currently tied for 21st in team history with 14 interceptions, and still growing.
Yeah, this dude. Let me tell you, man. It was actually Brandon Beane's pretty much first kind of pickups. Sean McDermott there in that 2017 free agency signing. And let's be real, when he came with Jordan Poyer, I mean, I didn't think of Micah Hyde as like the man in Green Bay. He was good. He was a good player, but he wasn't. I don't think he
was a nickel corner. He was a nickel corner in Green Bay.
Exactly. So I just don't. I kind of feel like I don't think anyone saw this coming. Like I don't think they saw the connection was going to happen that fast between Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, and they're the best safety duo in the NFL, hands down. To me. And I think
Bill Belichick too. He talks about it.
Yeah, and even Aaron Rodgers mentioned Micah Hyde as being a player that Green Bay messed up by getting rid of. Yeah. So yeah, and I actually have some clips here of Micah Hyde. I'm going to go ahead and play that now for you guys. Give me 1 second.
One of those guys. He's going to make all those plays. All those plays.
Quick pass, A.J. Green. It is picked off. Micah Hyde.
Beautifully played by Micah Hyde.
He's very underrated. He's lethal.
Jones had just 129 yards rushing this season. Jones, pump, rifle downfield. Intercepted. Sliding catch made by Hyde for the pick.
Man down to try and recover it. Sanders high up in the air, and Micah Hyde has it, and there he goes! Micah to the house! 3rd and 5, and that pass is intercepted. Micah Hyde's going to take it to the end zone. Off the hands of...
I love the upset face by Andy Reid.
Right? Right. Those plays just kind of highlight what Micah Hyde's all about. I think Micah Hyde is a little bit underrated within Bills Mafia at times. Everyone talks about Jordan Poyer and how he's all pro, which he is. But people forget Micah Hyde's a 2-time all pro with Bills. I even forget sometimes at the 2017 how good he was. And he made second team all pro in 2017.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Real quick, Meredith, welcome. I don't know if I've ever seen you, Meredith, but Thurman and Jim, yeah, I would think so.
They'll be in. I'll tell you, I believe they're in the top 3 or 4. I mean, I can't remember exactly where they rank, but Thurman and Jim are definitely in the top 5 for sure.
Put it this way, no worries on that. You'll see that's in 3 weeks or a couple weeks actually when we do the top 10.
Scott, I don't disagree with you. There is someone in the 30s we'll get to that I think is rated a little high. That Hyde or some of these others could have moved up and they could have moved down. However, you have to remember Hyde is still playing. His legend's going to continue to grow. And after we win the Super Bowl this year, I have a feeling he's going to be a big part of it, and he's going to slide up in our next round in a couple years.
Chewy, Meredith making demands. Hey, she's not making demands. She's, but I don't know if she was worried. Put it this way: if we had Thurman Thomas, like right here around this list, right here, like in 35, I would just shut the show off right away. Right. Like that would be it. Okay, guys. Like, no worries.
They're up there.
I promise you.
Some of the greatest Bills of all time.
Right.
Just an average Ray. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, I agree. I think Hyde's going to be fantastic this year. I'm super. Oh, I cannot wait. I am so.
That's why I'm so concerned with the Jordan Poyer thing, because, like you said, Micah Hyde is very underrated, and like you said, Mikey, they talk a lot about Poyer, and I agree with you there. Like Hyde's not talked about as much, but they still are talked about as a team. They still are talked about the best safety duo in the NFL, and I think that they blend together so well. That's what makes them very good, man, to great. and it would just suck to lose one of them. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no,
I just feel like one goes, it's not the same for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being biased, but
No, there's such a good team, and that chemistry that those two have is different than a lot of them. You see some of the greatest safety duos, and when one leaves, it's just the other one's just not the same. Do I think Micah Hyde would fall off a cliff without Jordan Poyer? No, I think Micah Hyde would be fantastic. But they see the game the same way, and when you have two guys that can be interchangeable and see the game the same way, it's hard to break that duo up.
Yeah,
so I hope I hope we see them stay together for a longer here in Buffalo, but we'll see how that plays out.
They have that chemistry where they probably don't even need to talk to each other. Like, there's players that can just literally like look at one another and know it, kind of think what they're thinking, and that's what they do, man. And by the way, real quick too on Hyde, what makes Hyde so valuable as well, Mikey, is the coach trusts him so much to do kick return, punt return if needed. You know what I mean? Onside kicks. Think about it. The clip that I just showed you, onside kick. Normally, you want your all pro safety back, whatever. You want your best players back there on a very dangerous play. Guy can get hurt, but he trusts them. All right, he trusts them to make the play, and that's what makes Micah Hyde so valuable, man. As a player, he does a lot, guys. And yeah, man, I love Micah Hyde, bro.
I don't know if you remember, but after that play, Micah Hyde went in and he was talking with the reporters, and he talked about how he should have gone down. He shouldn't have returned it for a touchdown. He said, but I saw the open green. I couldn't help myself. Like, he's so smart. Like, he should have, from a safety standpoint, he should have caught it and fell down. But he's like,
no doubt.
Look at all that open green. I'm going to go take a free touchdown.
It's tough, man. I agree. All right, we're going to be moving on here.
All right.
Number 46, Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer, years 2017 to current. First team All-Pro in 2021. Started all 86 games, just like Micah Hyde. He's played, including the 7 playoff games. Currently tied for 14th in team history with 18 picks. These guys, we talked about it, Tommy. Who was 47? Who was 46? We couldn't. It was almost like flip a coin. We wanted to put 46/47 for both of them because they're, they are a tandem. It was just a matter of. I don't even know how one came out with the other. I think it was just like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo type of deal because they're both so great. We talked about Poyer a little bit during the Hyde piece. I hope this guy is here for longer than just this year. Yeah,
100%, man. Like, he got an all-pro selection finally, like well-deserved.
First team.
Yeah, first team didn't make the Pro Bowl, which is no odd that we were the best defense and no Pro Bowlers, but whatever.
I will tell you,
means way more than Pro
I'll tell you something, Tommy. I've gone through and I've done, up to this point, 54 slides, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time someone was an All-Pro, they had a Pro Bowl selection with it. These are the first 2 guys who didn't.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because in 17, Hyde didn't make the Pro Bowl either.
Yeah, I know, and he was bitching, like, and I agree with him, because I think they get paid a little bit. Or it's recognition. There's something to it too, that why they want it so bad, because they're not playing.
It's usually an accelerator in their contracts as Pro Bowls.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So see, that makes sense. So, but no, Jordan Poyer, man, it just seems like for every season that goes by, he's getting better. Like, he really is. He's improving each season. He was already awesome when he came here in 2017 with Micah Hyde. But it just seems like every year he's improving. And I got to say, man, him and Micah Hyde, they don't get injured. Those guys, they hit you hard. Like, they're not afraid to hit you. They play smart, and they're always available, which is very rare. They miss games. I think
both of them have missed 2 games. If I remember looking at their stats correctly, they've missed 2 games in their 5 years here.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So
and exactly one of them wasn't from an injury. It was just because we had clinched and they gave him the day off.
Exactly. So always available. And listen, I understand where he's coming from as far as the contract. I hope that gets it done. It gets done. I think it will. Mm-hmm. I do. How long? I don't know. But it'll be great for him to stay here, man. I hope they can reach a deal. Because this, like I said, man, players sometimes when they go move on for money, if it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a mistake, man. And I'm hoping that he comes back for a reasonable deal, and we make him a reasonable offer as well. And he stays in Buffalo, man. Anything else on Jordan?
No, I think we hammered those two guys home pretty well.
All right. We're gonna